Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. In this video I'm going to talk about the Jetpack Compose navigation, which is a tool that we are using to navigate between different screens. In this video we are going to build an application to go from screen A to screen B, and from screen B to screen C, and finally from the third screen we are going back to the first screen, which is the screen A. To do this, we need some different things. First of all, we need a class as the navigation controller. Inside it, we will write some codes to control the navigation, and then we need Navhost, which can be the main activity, and finally, we have to build the navigation graph to declare the directions, the routes, and everything. Now let's go to the Android Studio to see what we should do practically. Here I have a new project and I didn't change anything inside it, and I'm going to delete the extra materials. We don't need any of them. Okay, here in the package that main activity is inside it, I'm going to right click, new Kotlin file, and then I'm going to create 3 screens. First of all, the screen A. Inside it I need a composable function, and I'm going to name it screen A. Inside it, I need a column fill max size, then vertical arrangement center, then horizontal alignment center horizontally. Inside it I'm going to add a button, or maybe first a text. Then as the text of this, I'm going to add a screen A. Font size can be 64.sp, importing the sp. Then a spacer, a height can be maybe 65 dp, importing the dp, and then a button. For now there will be nothing for the on click, but here I'm going to have a text, go to a screen B, and then font size can be 40 sp. Okay, this is the first screen. Now I'm going to copy it and paste it here, just changing the name of it to a screen B, and here inside it I'm going to change the name of the function to a screen B, and here the text should be a screen B, and go to next screen, which will be a screen C. Then again one more time I'm going to paste it, and by the name of a screen C. Inside it the function name will be a screen C, here a screen C, and from this screen we are going to a screen 1. Let me zoom the text if you want to copy them. Okay, now I'm going to create another file here, and I'm going to call it Navgraph or any other name that you want. Inside it again I need a composable function, and I'm going to call it nav. That's enough. Now let's go to the Gradle file here. Let's open the Gradle modular app, and all the way down we need to add the dependency for the navigation component. If you search for navigation with compose, you will catch this page: developers.android.com/jetpack/compose/navigation, navigation with compose. And we need to copy these 2 lines and paste them inside the Gradle file. Instead of this, we can simply copy this here, and we don't need it anymore. Let's sync it. But remember, if the time that you are watching this video the target SDK is 33 in your Android Studio, you have to change it to 34, and the compile SDK as well to 34. Otherwise you will face error. Okay, the build is done and we are ready to use the material for the navigation component. Here inside this function I am going to create a value and calling it NavController equals to, remember, NavController. Then we have to create the Navhost. As you see, the Navhost should have some materials: the NavController, the graph, modifier, and etc. You can see all of them here. Here as the NavController, I'm going to pass this variable that we have created here. Then we don't need this graph, I'm going to delete it, opening a bracket here, and here start destination. For now empty screen, later I will change it. Then I'm going to write here composable, and you can see that here we have to mention a string file, a string type variable, and name root. And here I'm going to write root, then equal to a. It's just a name. You can write anything you want. You can write screen A or any other thing that you want. This is a route, and here I'm going to call the screen A. Then I have to pass this NavController to the screen A, adding the parameter to function screen A, and here we have it. You can see it here. Then go back to the Navgraph and copy this and paste it 2 times more. Then I'm going to change these names to B and to C, and here the same, to B and to C, adding them and adding them. Okay, let's go to the main activity, and here I'm going to call the function nav, and again inside the navigation graph here we have to mention the start destination, and I'm going to add here for now letter A, which is this one. So simply in the main activity, in the set content, we are calling this function, and inside this function we have the Navhost, and the Navhost says that the start destination is route A, and route A will bring us to the screen A. So when I'm installing the application, we have to see the screen A. Let's check it. Okay, we are in the screen A, but there is no function, there is no logic for the button on click, and we have to write code to go from screen A to screen B. Now let's go to the screen A file here in the onClick. I'm going to call this NavController, then .navigate, and here again I have to pass the route, which is a string type. You can see it here. So I want to go from this screen to the screen B, so here I'm going to add this, and let's copy this, going to screen B, pasting it here and mentioning the route C, and from the screen C we are going back to the first screen, which is screen A. Everything is ready. Let's check it again. Okay, screen A, going to screen B, going to screen C, and going back to screen A. That was so easy. Now let's check some more things. Here in the screen C, in all of your application, all places of your application, no matter, even if you are in the main activity and you have some other things inside the main activity as well, for example bottom navigation bar, you can use this NavController and then navigate and mention the route that you want to go from that screen to other screen. I can copy this and paste it here, and then B and B. Now in the screen C I have two options. I can go from screen C to screen A or to screen B. To B, to C, and here I have two options. Either I can go back to screen A or to screen B, again to C and to A. That was so simple. Now let me delete them because we don't need them. And I wanted to show you something else. Here, when I'm going to screen B or screen C from the first screen, when I'm pressing back button, it will go all the way back until arrive the first A screen that was displayed here, and then after pressing this back button, the application will be closed. If I want to let me show it here, close the application whenever I'm arriving to screen A, what you should do. For example, I'm here in the screen A, but I'm pressing back, and then it will be closed. I want to close it immediately whenever I'm inside the screen A, no matter how many times I was navigated between the different screens. Okay, here inside this on click, I'm going to open a bracket and writing here popUpTo. Then I have to mention again the root, so in this case A again, and let's check it. I'm in a screen A, going to a screen B, going to a screen C, going back to the screen A, and if I press back, I want to close the application now. So once, and the application is closed. As you see, I pressed 2 times the back button. We achieved the purpose, but we have still 1 extra click. So here I'm going to add inclusive equals to true. Now let's check it again. A screen A, going to a screen B, going to a screen C, going back to a screen A, pressing back, and immediately the application will be closed. So whenever we are inside the screen A, the app will be closed. That was everything about navigation till here, and then in the next videos I'm going to show you how to navigate with arguments, with bringing different variables from one screen to another screen. And I have to mention that you can write whatever we have created and wrote here inside this file directly here inside the main activity if you want to use them. And also you can have this NavController here inside the main activity and then pass it here. Everything will be the same, but you have access to this NavController, and for example inside the main activity, if you have that bottom navigation bar and a button maybe or something else, you can use this NavController and write .navigate to mention a route and go from the main screen to any other screen that you want. That was everything about this video, and if you like this, please give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe to the channel to be aware about new videos. If you have any question, any suggestion, any comment, write them down below in the comment box, and I will be so happy to read and answer them. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.